guys, it's Liam Caddison here as we continue with Lucifer being on episode 2 for this season. I'm excited to immerse myself further into this show because the first episode left a wonderful impression on me. The characters were really great, especially Lucifer, and how quickly I became compelled to his character so much. And it should be a very, very interesting ride, especially since we learned a bit about Lucifer as well, how he was cast to hell to rule there, and he's now living amongst humans, and his brother's not taking a good fondness of that, saying he has to go back to hell to rule, but Lucifer's not having any of it, so, and there's potential of a war breaking out, so you know, that should be all fine and dandy, but no, I'm excited to continue with the story of this show. Even though the first episode may not be indicative on the quality of the show, it left a very good impression, and a lot of people seem excited with the prospect of me reacting to the show. So I'm excited to see how the show continues. So with that said, let's get into episode number 2 for season 1 of Lucifer. Let's go.
Why make you a believer? Of course.
Stay away. He's a devil. You don't understand.
Got him to influence you. That's one way to shut him up.
That you don't know what's causing the change. Or who. We'll pick this up next time.
Well, very well. A deal's a deal. Why do I feel like you're getting more out of our bargain than I am?
Maybe something bigger than you.
And as far as I can tell, you didn't exist 5 years ago.
On the earthly plane, no.
People don't appear out of thin air.
Vacations don't usually last 5 years.
How did you survive getting shot 6 times by Jimmy Barnes?
Is that your normal reaction to someone saving your life? Investigating them?
When I see something I can't explain, yeah, I look for answers.
Well, I've given you the answer, detective. It's not my fault.
No bulletproof vest.
She was tricking him.
How you'd get it under that suit, but I had to check. What is it? I don't figure out your secret, Lucifer.
Not a secret if I'm telling you the answer.
I mean, that's it.
Why don't I affect you, detective?
It's just denial.
I guess we both have our mysteries.
Tell you he's just gonna... No,
Who?
Would you please make him stop?
Who?
Him.
Who? What are you
Tell him.
hiding?
What are you doing?
Said he.
Hey.
Oh,
Who?
God.
Neither one of you are supposed to be here. Especially you. Come on.
All right, temper.
At least we were getting somewhere. At least he has some guilt.
No. If Nick's covering for someone, that means the real murderer's still out there.
Listen.
For what?
Well, let's start with smoking pot at a crime scene.
Sorry, do you want a hit? No, it's puff, puff, pass, not puff, puff, stomp angrily.
You brought pot to a crime scene?
You certainly did not. I found it here.
You found it. You found it here at a crime
I mean,
scene.
that doesn't make it any less
You
incriminating.
smoked evidence?
Well, it would have gone to waste otherwise. That's really good stuff you just ground under your heel.
You saved a human life, Lucy. And not for any selfish reasons, no. You did it simply because you cared about that detective.
Ooh.
Your time here on Earth is
Has made
affecting
you
dear brother. You're
more
changing.
humane.
My life has changed. The same thing over and over. That's your boring motto.
True, but usually you're the one controlling the change.
Now it's controlling you.
This time you're...
Yeah, that's why McDowell. She's a ballerina by day, but a major chemist by night.
Well, a simple yes.
She sounds awesome.
Right, okay then. Go on, fetch away.
I don't think small children work like this.
You're funny.
Trixie, babe.
What, then her mum was a giant star? Why not? Not because of the old...
Yeah, and can you never do that again?
Right, sorry. So how do you afford this place?
I don't. It's
High five at the top, then the young lady doesn't...
okay. There isn't a 9-year-old in the room who doesn't need to hear.
Okay.
Well, what about the case?
If I were secretly working on it, having you around drawing attention wouldn't be good, would it?
Well, maybe not. It'd be much more fun, wouldn't it, detective, if we carried on working together?
I love how he's just becoming a thorn in her side.
shot of them leaving the funeral, and I really, really wanted to be first.
Oh, don't be. Well, tell me you didn't.
Yeah, I crashed the funeral, and she flipped out. But I got my photo right when she.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right there, I cracked the lens right now, and I made so much money.
Yeah, I can't blame her.
Who are you protecting from following in your footsteps?
I can't. I can't.
You want to tell me, don't you?
I really
You want to tell me who you're protecting? Who are you protecting?
You doing this, man?
Look at me.
Please.
Please, just look at me. I won't. I can't.
Oh, shh.
You are changing.
I don't mind the odd smart-ass remark, Maze. That can be quite amusing, but don't you dare disrespect me.
Or what? You'll cry really hard on my shoulder.
You will not speak to me this way!
Hoo-hoo! I was gonna say. There's Satan.
How did you get into Nick's holding cell? Oh, yeah.
He also told me it was a low point for him, which I believe, actually. You know, I think our dung-beetle of all things desires redemption.
Full
for
of
what he did
guilt.
to you.
Yeah, well, he's not
Taking
going about it the
taking
right
the
way,
rap
that's for
and
Yes, well,
what
we
he
all
did
know
to
what the
Chloe.
road to hell's paved with, don't we? Hello. There's a familiar
Yeah.
face.
I was gonna say he was at the scene,
From the
wasn't
crime
he?
scene this morning.
I want to win a Pulitzer for photography.
Pulitzer? Really? Did you hear that, chaps?
Yeah, they don't give out Pulitzers for nip slips.
Oh, and he's just stirring the shit. I love it. Good on Lucifer. Because paparazzi quite have the rep of
He's gone.
What is it you want, Josh?
To be first. To always be first.
Really?
Oh.
What, did Nick teach you that? To be first?
Yeah, I learned a lot working for him. He's my idol. He's the best pap out there.
So you took photos of your idol being arrested for murder?
Didn't know what else to do.
You might be behind
Other than what
this.
Nick would. Just lucky, I guess.
It does seem to add up.
Someone's morality into question, but I believe that photo was planned.
Yeah.
Like
Makes
the
me wonder
crash.
what else was.
It's all seeming to add up.
Celebrity shouting matches, fist fights. Josh had the first photo on everyone.
You're right. And I agree. Let's go deliver some punishment.
Oh, and he's bringing Maisel. Oh no.
We believe Josh may be a very disturbed individual. I forgive you. This isn't about you. This isn't about me. This is about Robbie Russell. You know, he's a kid. Didn't ask to be famous. He just wanted to live a normal life. Nick, if you don't testify, Josh will do this again. He'll do it again.
More lives will be lost. He needs to face the consequences.
Amateurs. Right, very well. In terms you'll understand. You both
Oh
get a gun.
no!
Let's see
No!
who shoots who first.
This is
I'm
depraved.
shooting you.
Well, despite the waste of bullets, let's see. He's about to rat you out to the police. And he...
As if that would erase the fact that you've been a piece of crap for the last 30 years.
I treated you like a son.
Dude.
Oh, Maze.
And he was gonna do it.
Even I didn't see that one coming.
You really killed me.
Jesus.
You tried to do some good, to help someone. Don't throw it all away.
Nick, embrace who you really are. Stop fighting it. Come
Don't
on.
listen to him.
Oh my god, it's like
You
the
tried
angel
to
and the
change.
devil on the shoulder.
Look what happened.
Yeah, you screwed up, but you know what? It's okay. You tried to change. That's what's
We
important.
all
Humans.
make mistakes. Oh god.
Fascinating, aren't they? Do you know perhaps I'm onto something?
Nick.
What? No! No, that's absurd. No, you're right. That I've changed in my time
That's
here,
punishing.
and I have absolutely no control over it. And you know what?
He's come to
Feels positively thrilling.
You asked me here to tell me that?
No. I thought I'd use you to remedy a situation like this and annoy you in the process.
Saved a life.
You're looking for someone.
You were just over there.
Like magic. Nothing's impossible. It's magic. Ta-da!
You did?
My favorite part is when he ate too much cake and then he puked in that cute guy's hair.
That part is really funny.
Then we stop. And we think it's all over.
Yeah.
But then...
Or my heart.
No, Jimmy, he's not here. He's not
And he
here,
likes the
Jimmy.
sound of that name.
Jimmy, you're safe here. You're safe. He's just a man, Jimmy.
Yeah, he traumatized the hell out of him. Ooh. Yeah, he'd be traumatized. But to be fair, with the fact that, given the fact that Lucifer, we've seen his appearance under the veil. One, can't blame Jimmy for reacting that way, but yeah, it's just so interesting how we've got Lucifer and Chloe both discovering each other further and further, like bit by bit. So that was episode number 2, which I thought the first episode was a lot more enjoyable. I thought this episode was a bit more thinner layered, if you get what I mean. And there was still some enjoyable traits regarding this episode, but I feel like with this show still a newborn, basically, it's finding its footing, it's dipping its toes in the water. So I am expecting a few weaker episodes as we go along, the first season especially. But like I said, there was some very enjoyable traits regarding this episode, especially with the idea of change. Lucifer especially, since he's been lectured about the fact that you're becoming more humane, you're not becoming the ruler of hell. That's taking a bit of a back foot as you're growing these feelings. And I feel like some shows might have especially since we've got this war against Aminadale. I feel like a few shows would perhaps draw this conflict out a few more episodes longer. But I think for an episode and a bit, Lucifer managed to finally come to the conclusion that maybe people are right, maybe he is changing. And maybe this show is going to explore further how he's still going to maintain his hellish antics, but use that for the betterment of I guess, mankind. Especially regarding Chloe, as crimes will keep cropping up, and he'll do his best to help her out, especially since he is intrigued with her, and vice versa. And I don't think there's going to be any shred of doubt now for Chloe that Lucifer is in fact the devil. Especially with, I think it was Jimmy at the end that appeared. He was screaming bloody murder, basically, about Lucifer. He lost his marbles, and as soon as the name was even brought up, his eyes sparked up as if that was an old wound that had reopened for him. Because it was. He's like, as we saw at the end of the last episode, Lucifer traumatized him so much. And as a result, he's completely lost it. So, yeah, it was really good to revisit him again and see how Lucifer has indeed punished him. But like I said, I don't think there's any doubts now that Chloe can have regarding the identity of, because Lucifer wasn't exactly discreet about it at the end, like as he's told Chloe, like, it's not like I'm keeping this a big secret. I'm basically painting it across a giant building, and she is still a bit naive to the whole. She was still a bit naive, but like I said, I don't think there's any shred of doubt, especially with the stunt that he pulled regarding Nick and Josh when we had that shootout, and Lucifer called for Amina Dale to basically prevent the shooting from, well, not prevent it from happening, but prevent it from hitting Josh and ending his life. And not just that, but undoing that change that Nick was embroiled in, because he was also talking about how he changed, especially after he impacted Chloe's father's funeral. So, which does paint a nice parallel to her story, because she changed as well, didn't she, with her career ambitions. So, yeah. But it was really good to explore that change. The humor is still a highlight, especially with how Trixie, I think it is the kid, yeah, especially with how Lucifer commanded her like as if she was a dog with the doll. So yeah, but yeah, I did like some of the elements. The murder mystique was a bit more like I think it was meant to be a bit more oblivious, well, not oblivious, obvious, should I say, than the first episode, whereas that was a bit more like open wide in terms of suspects. But I think the idea was to present that change, and Nick was risking undoing it with that shootout. So yeah, and we saw throughout the episode how he did do bad in his life, but he's becoming a better person, and to undo all of that is heart shattering. So yeah, it was really good to see the concept of change being presented in that episode, as well as the standoff between Lucifer and his brother continuing. So it was just really good. But yeah, like I said, I feel like this show is still finding its footing overall. Especially with the development of Lucifer and Chloe, like they both find mystiques in each other, and I'm hoping that's going to get explored even further. You even had Lucifer, like when Chloe arrived, have at the shoot off, have further more intrigue regarding her. And like I said, Chloe, there's no hiding about the fact that, okay, there is something. This guy surely is the devil. If with like if you add up all of the eerie scenarios, especially with the fact that he survived getting shot and all that jazz, and Jimmy's like frightened of his existence, you got, I wouldn't say you jump to the conclusion that, okay, well, maybe you are the devil, but she's going to keep an eye on him, as if, like, because she's been trying to shrug him off, although she's been slowly embracing him, I guess, in this last episode, but she is not particularly best buddies with him. But now she's going to have to keep an eye on him, because is something off about him that's, like all of these impossible scenarios, it's hard to get rid of. Same with Chloe's resistance to his charm. That's hard for Lucifer to shrug off. So yeah, it was great to see Dr. Linda as well, as we saw her in the first episode, being a therapist to Lucifer in more than one way. I don't know. It's kind of a fun duo that we're seeing between the pair. So yeah, I think this was great. In the aspects that it's still finding its footing and it's still developing the characters. Overall, for a story level, it like I said, it felt a bit thin, layered, but I'm okay with the fact that this show overall is still finding its footing. So, yeah, but this was episode number 2 of Lucifer Season 1. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!